For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Ms. Elisabeth Knierim, who is receiving her Bachelor of Science in Chemistry Education. During her time at SIUE, Elisabeth has been both president and vice president of the National Science Teachers Association. She has also served as co-coordinators of the Cougars Volunteering for Science Service Program, a student-run initiative that teaches undergraduates how to present hands-on science lessons in local area 5th and 6th grade classrooms. And today, she will graduate with honors. Dr. Jessica Krim, one of Elisabeth's professors, describes Elisabeth, and I quote, as an example of someone who demonstrates love and passion for everything educational. She understands that opportunity often comes from hard work, and the level of encouragement she lends to those around her is contagious. Elisabeth is a model student because she knows how to think critically and be self-sufficient. Elisabeth goes above and beyond what is expected of her in any capacity, unquote. Ms. Knierim, it is my pleasure to welcome you as the student speaker representing your graduating class. Go for it.
I'm a little short, so I need to change the podium. Well, hello and good afternoon, everyone. Like she said, I am a chemistry education major, and today my education side is going to come out. I like to share life lessons that I've learned. The life lesson that I would like to share with you all today is one that my mother has taught me over and over again, and one that SIUE has reinforced, which is the importance of honesty. As my mother would say, without honesty, you don't have anything. What she means by that is that you can't build relationships with people, and you can't really get to know anyone without it. So if I'm being completely honest with all of you, I'm completely honored, humbled, and terrified to be standing in front of all of you today. Now, I know this sounds completely bizarre considering the circumstances, and because of the fact that I will be standing in front of a much smaller audience on a daily basis when I finally find that teaching job. But some people combat this fear of public speaking by imagining everyone in the audience in their underwear. I, on the other hand, imagine all of you as one of my students. So thank you and congratulations for making up my largest class ever. As a class today, we are going to start off with some important announcements. All of you sitting out there know how that goes. Teachers tell you what homework is due, when the next test is, and just how they think that class is going. The very first announcement is this. Thank you to everyone on the platform party for this extraordinary opportunity and for all of the hard work, dedication, and time they put into making this university a wonderful place. The second announcement, and perhaps the most important, is congratulations, class of 2012. We finally made it. In a very short time, you will be able to walk across this podium, get your diploma cover, signifying that you are now ready for the real world or the next phase of your career. Now, in my classes, after announcements, we do something a little different, and it's something that I've learned from an SIUE professor here that exemplifies this university's values of integrity and openness, and that is positives of the day. And this past semester, I did this every day with my high school students, and I got some very interesting responses, but they ranged from, I scored the only touchdown at last night's football game, to, I got a good night's sleep last night. Now, posing positives of the day to an audience this loud, or this large, you're not very loud, you're quiet right now, but to an audience this large would be very difficult. I would have to hear lots and lots of responses. So I went ahead and took the liberty of doing a little homework. And I asked current students, fellow graduates, and alumni what their positives of SIUE are. After compiling this list, I found it very interesting that they fell into one of three categories. These three categories make me even more proud to be a graduate of this university and are points SIUE should be commended on. So get ready for your last class. Positives of SIUE 101 is going to be very easy because you know the answers, it's only 5 minutes long, and there's not a test at the end. So, the third most frequent response is kind of an obvious statement, but it's sometimes nice to stop and appreciate the obvious. Anyone who walks around our campus can attest to the fact that it is beautiful here. It's not every day that you can enter a building and see a deer standing next to it, nor does every university have a very large angry geese population, one of which has its very own Facebook and Twitter account. If the geese are the only unfriendly thing on campus, SIUE must be doing something right, because the second category is the fact that we have a very friendly atmosphere. Many commented on the fact that even though there is a large enrollment, there is always a sense of comfortability and camaraderie that you would normally only find at a smaller institution. SIUE provides so many opportunities for students to become involved in something that they are passionate about. Think back to all that you have been involved in, a club, a sport, an organization. I hope that you have been able to find your niche here in SIUE, like I have been so fortunate enough to have done, because it's here that I've experienced that tight-knit community that has led to excellent networking opportunities, friendships that I cherish, and memories that will keep me laughing 20 years down the road. Now, for the number one positive of SIUE, and the greatest compliment for an institution of higher learning. It is the education that we receive from the professors. Professors, at this time, I would encourage you to literally give yourselves a pat on the back because you are the number one positive. We have been able to learn an extraordinary amount from you, not only because you are wise human beings, but because you are able to share your wisdom effectively, and you genuinely care about us. Students said things to me like, professors are more like family. They are very in tune with our needs, and they help us on our quest for lifelong learning. Thank you for helping us explore our academic interests and all the while understanding and caring about our lives beyond the classroom walls. Here comes the moment you all have been waiting for, the wrap-up of the last class and that cheese-tastic, inspirational, and motivational message that comes with any great life event. Every speech associated with a major milestone needs that moment, because it's in that moment that the world is right. And I don't know about you, but I feel as if I could do anything right now. Those are the moments that we need to hang on to when life gets rough, and the ones that we need to remember when things are going well. Maybe you can't relate to any of the three positives, but I urge you to come up with your very own list. Whether you like it or not, or you want to admit it to yourself, SIUE has taught you something. SIUE itself is a culmination of experiences and people forcing us to grow in one way or another, in hopes of preparing us for our future lives. This institution has provided us with ample opportunities to get involved in the community, and it's during those times that we are able to work on our communication and people skills. But let's face it, it's the people that were here that truly made the experience amazing. SIUE is where we've met our maid of honors, best mans, future nursing home roommates, and the friends who will have to Skype on a weekly basis in order to maintain sanity. I hope, fellow graduates, that you have been able to learn as much from SIUE as I have. And don't keep all those lessons to yourself. Occasionally, these speeches end with something along the lines of, I can't wait to see what this class can do next. We are the future engineers of the world, curers of cancer, and the artists who will change our current perspective. I'm not discounting this, because I am so excited to see what our class can do. But I want to end with a different message. In life, the big moments are wonderful, yes, but the little moments of every day are what really add up. Leave here with the goal to find one positive of each day. Smile at a stranger in hopes of making their day better. Thank those that have supported you and loved you throughout life in the hard times and the good ones. And last but not least, follow the advice that one of my recent fortune cookies gave. Never forget that your happiness depends on your outlook on life. With that, class of 2012, congratulations once again, and good luck with all of the lessons life is about ready to bring you next. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisabeth, for your honest message. and for your contributions to our beautiful, friendly university filled with great and caring faculty. I think the students in your chemistry classes will be very lucky to have you as their teacher.